Good morning, fellas. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. We are live from Estero, Florida. I have confirmed that I actually live in the village of Estero, not Fort Myers, so my license ID is wrong. It is confirmed that I'm a fraud. So, today's episode is brought to you by Children Toys. Get at your local KB Toys. But to start the recap, Jesse, another consistent week. Thielen gets him 0.6. That literally doesn't matter at all. 125 to 93. His Lions, of course, showed up, both finding the end zone, combining for 27 points. So annoying. Ryan's injured team just keeps falling apart. He exceeded his projection, so I like the team still. I don't think it's in the ground yet, but on its way. Jesse consistent across the board. His Bears D getting him 19, his kicker 13. Jesse moves to 3-1. Evan with the upset ish, not really. Wow, look at this. Evan got 91.5 and he was projected 91.5. It's impressive. Very impressive. Hard to do. Lamar Jackson leading the way for Evan again. He got a stupid garbage touchdown. Didn't have a deserving 24 points, but he still gets it. A kicker getting him 15. God. But then Glenn here, only getting 82. He picks up Wayne Gallman, leaves him on the bench. I don't know why. David Montgomery was playing the Vikings, good run defense, and you got Gallman against the worst team in the NFL, replacing Barkley. Gets him 22. If he started him, he would have won, but I guess he just picked him up to leave him on the bench, so I couldn't pick him up. Honestly, just a dick. Kind of a deserving loss for Glenn. I'm pissed. Evans 3-1. Glenn, thankfully, is 1-3 on his way not to make the playoffs. Scumbag. Jimmy's team finally didn't show up like I've projected all year, except for this week. Thought Goff would have a good day, and he did, but outside of David Johnson getting him 14, Mac 3, Julio 5, Keenan 4, Jared Cook 2, 3, 2. Man, Lutz and Goff, top 2 scorers. Expect Jimmy to can have consistent performances like this. Jack, first place, 3-1. Picks up Brissett, doesn't matter. McCaffrey's the best player in the league right now. Mike Evans plays on an awesome Bucks team. He's going to be consistent all year long. Nobody was really big left on the bench, so looks like both these managers managed their teams appropriately, but Jimmy just finally gets his first loss of many throughout the season. Steve, barely getting past 50. Steve falls to 0-4. 4 weeks in a row that Matt Ryan's only player that's really scoring above 15. Jimmy Graham finally caught a pass. Wait, he started Melvin? Steve, he wasn't playing. Is this real? Oh my god. That's such BS. He should have started Sanders. And Rilla would be 1-3, and so would Steve. You've got to be kidding me. Jimmy, you've got to fix this. That is unbelievable. Ugh. I don't even want to say anything else about this. Rillo sneaks away with a 66 after an awful week by his team. His team's falling apart. Just a terrible team. Loses his projection by 32, or misses his projection. Texans defense, #1 scorer on the team, but Steve, what an absolute cucking. God, Melvin Gordon was back, but it wasn't playing. He would have won. Steve would be in the win column. Unbelievable. Ugh. Man, that's annoying. Bill falling apart. I mean, Eckler getting him basically 25, and he still only finishes with 66. Oof. What happened? Oh, Ravens defense -6. I got some extra defenses, Bill, if you need one. Disley getting a touchdown like I knew. But everyone else, I mean, his wide receivers are tough. Tyreek Hill's coming back soon though, so be optimistic, Bill. You're only 2-2. Uh, I expect you to be fine. And then Ty, Brady only got 3. Jesus. Really proving that the Cup trade was great because he won again. But Chris Godwin, just my God, the Bucks are unbelievable. 55 points in Ramland. Wow, I fucking love the Bucks, and I like them. I don't love them yet. I like the Bucks, but Godwin carries Ty to another victory. He's 2-2. Bill's 2-2. Man, the battle of the cousins. Dan comes up on top, not surprising. Nick Chubb finds the end zone 3 times. He's nasty. He trades for Larry Fitzgerald, which does nothing for him. But Davante Adams finally shows up as forecasted by your expert Ryan. But he's injured. I don't know what's going to happen with that turf toe. Could be a dangerous injury, anywhere from 1 week to 8, according to my math. Pats D getting him a 25. Patriots D is just unbelievable. I mean, they've had an awful schedule, so we'll see. But they have the Redskins coming up again this week, so I expect another 20 points. So Dan's on his way to first place, unfortunately. Leonard Fournette finally showed up. That's crazy. 26 points. Stafford 23. I liked the start against the Chiefs for him. Did well, but Rams 0, tight end 0. Really hurt Brendan. He had a great week of 100 points, but still gets stomped by the cousin. Anybody on the bench left well? Not really. Rojo shows up. I love the Bucks. They're so good. But that's about it for the standings. Let me go to. So now we have Jack in first place, followed by Jesse, Jimmy, and Evan as the 4 teams at 3-1. Dan, Ryan, Nick, Ty, and Bill all at 2-2. If Glenn started Gallman over Evan, he'd be 2-2, as would Evan. We'd have 7 2-2 teams, but 4 at 3-1, 5 at 2-2, 2 1-3s, and obviously Steve at 0-4. In terms of points, we have Jack leading the way in points, followed by Jesse and Dan. We got 6 teams here that are within 18 points of each other. So a lot of people averaging right around 100 after 4 weeks, but Jack just leading the charge with McCaffrey. Points against, Bill, least points against, and he's only 2-2, just shows it's a weak team. But crazy part is Steve is 4th in least points against, but he's still 0-4. In terms of most points against, we got Dan at 445 and Ty, and followed by Ryan, the top 3 points against. All 3 of those teams are 2-2, so we'll see what happens, but thanks. Have a great Tuesday. I'm going to get to work as it starts in 10 minutes.